Please take your seats. Your Majesties, guests of honor, survivors of the Holocaust, their families, their children, their grandchildren, and in one case at least, their great-grandchildren. Distinguished guests, welcome to the MOMO International Forum on Holocaust Remembrance and Combating Anti-Semitism. The objective of this forum is to discuss ideas, of course, on combating anti-Semitism, on combating Holocaust distortion and denial. That goes without saying. But beyond that, this is a forum about discussing ideas and implementing those ideas.
Wow, that was an unexpected moment. I think we can applaud that because, I mean, that's, wow. You're full of surprises because I hadn't had a chance to talk to you and I did know it. What a beautiful surprise. Thank you so much. That is very, very special. And what an example to set. Prime Minister, thank you very much indeed for that concrete action. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you. I have a 3-chapter speech here, but I'm going to be short.
Okay.
I doubt that everyone in this room knows about the story of Jew salvation in Albania. So I have to repeat what I already said in one of the sessions, that Albania is the only country in Europe with more Jews after the Second World War than before. And it's the country that became like a safe haven for Jews that flew in exactly to find shelter and to be saved during the same time that for the continent, being a Jew was practically a death sentence. How it happened and the reasons behind it may be too long, but the basis of it is our common law, the Code of Honor of the Albanians, our first constitution, if I may say, in the Middle Age. That starts with a paragraph saying the house of the Albanian belong to God and the guest. And the literal translation is not the guest in the sense the people you invite, but is a traveler that, looking for shelter, may knock at your door. And there is a whole explanation about the knock at the door, the obligation to open it, and the most severe punishment of the common law is towards them who do not honor this paragraph. There is the highest form of dishonoration, of dishonor, is to betray your guest. So the Jews in Albania were a little community before, and Albania was among the very few countries in Europe that had in the law the right to worship, and Shabbat was a right by law that could not be contradicted by any public or private sector entity giving a job for the person, the Jew, not being there because of Shabbat. Now, what we did with that afterwards, I think for us it's fundamental to keep going in this direction and to do as much as we can for our children, not simply to learn from it, but also by standing loyal to this code of honor. And we were the first country to open the doors to the Afghans and accepted to shelter 4,000 Afghans. And by the way, the controversy in the country was irrelevant, because it comes natural to the Albanians to be there when someone is in need, as we were in need 30 years ago when we escaped a brutal regime and we found doors open for us when we were in need. Finally, to finish, I was very touched to have this coincidence in this forum that in the same plenary the chairman of Yad Vashem was present, because I came here with a document that brought some news for this history, in the sense that based on the register of Yad Vashem, the Jews that were saved in Albania were 2,265, and this list belongs to the year 2005. We have continued to study and we have continued to enter deeper through a very top team that there is in the Academy of Sciences, guided by a very distinguished professor. And today I passed to the honorable gentleman the new list that goes to 3,750 names. So it's an additional contribution that Albania gives to the museum, where we are very proud to be part of, as we are proud to have Albania among the righteous of the nations because of what we did during the Holocaust. And in the same time, these two books are what will become part of the new curricula, pre-university curricula in our schools, again with the pride that already in Israel, in the schools, the Albanian case has entered as part of the curricula. The same text for teachers and pupils in Israel will be part of the new curricula in the season 2022-2023 and further. So this was it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. Because we're tight on time, I'm going to challenge you. Prime Minister Rama, in one sentence, the most important thing that needs to be done to combat anti-Semitism.
In one sentence, it may be difficult, and for someone coming from the Balkans, it's even more difficult. Because,
but that's why it's a challenge.
Because we are used to speak in many sentences. But I would say that, first of all, anti-Semitism is not just about Jews, it's about humans.
Yeah.
And fighting anti-Semitism is not just about fighting this plague through the facts of Holocaust, but it's fighting whatever may be racist, fundamentalist, ostracizing for other human beings. And that's why I strongly believe that not only straightforward anti-Semitism, but every form of relativism or of softening in the name of the diverse opinions, the stance against anti-Semitism, it's opening ways for that plague to eat what is good within us and within our